sold The Onion and moved to Seattle to start a newspaper that he's going to call The Stranger. And he was telling me about it, and I looked at him and went, oh, you should have an advice column because everybody reads those. And he looked at me and said, that is excellent advice. I would like you to write the advice column for my newspaper. And it's funny now, 20-some plus years later, I was not, to look back at that moment, because I wasn't angling for the gig. I wasn't asking to be the advice columnist for his paper. It sounds disingenuous, all these columns later, but I really wasn't. And I'd never written anything before in my life. And it's clear, if you read the first couple of years worth of Savage Love, that I had never written anything before in my life. You cannot read those years because I've hidden them away forever. They're archived online. But the idea behind the column at first was going to be a joke. I was going to write only about straight sex and straight people and straight problems, and I was going to treat straight people and straight sex with the same contempt and revulsion that straight advice columnists had always treated gay people and gay sex with. I was going to wrinkle my nose and act like gay people were sick and sinful, or straight people were sick and sinful and perverse, and let them see how that felt, right? And this column was just going to be sort of playful, obnoxious, jokey. And I was really rude to straight people in my column, and straight people loved it. This was a new experience for straight people to be treated with this kind of contempt. And so the mail began to pour in from straight people asking real questions. And I suddenly had a real advice column on my hands. And I had to learn as I went, because I was a 25 or 26-year-old gay dude with a Catholic education, which included more sex then than it does now, if you get a Catholic education now, but not much. And as soon as I came out, I stopped thinking about straight sex because I was no longer having it under duress.